Welcome back to Fallout New Vegas. We're still in the middle of a quest for the Brotherhood of Steel, which is to reunite with some Brotherhood scouts. So we're at Wolfhorn Ranch, and we're going to stride off in this direction and meet up with this guy. So we want to be going this way. And I've got the MF Hyperbreeder Alpha ready to deal with anyone who might be less than friendly. And, oh, it looks like we're not having to wait too long. They're just over this crest. And there's a bird. Come on, bird. There. Oh, that was... wow. Pretty. Anyway, I've actually made a small but significant change to my mod list for this episode, which is that I've taken out Mission Mojave and put in Yukichi-Guy's unofficial patch. Now, the reason why I initially installed Mission Mojave, hello you guys, is that it sort of claimed to be a bug fix compilation, which sounded like a good idea. And now I remember reading at the time some sort of mention about how, as well as... no, not you, Veronica, you're fine. Okay, let's try and get a better angle. That'll do. Yeah, as well as fixing bugs, it also kind of made lots of other changes to the gameplay. And the list of changes wasn't actually published anywhere. Bottle cap, stim pack, leave the rest maybe. Now, at the time, I kind of thought, as you do, and sort of didn't worry too much about it. Grenade rifle, Med-X, Radaway, scrap. Yeah, nice. Anyway, since then, it's been brought to my attention that actually... what? Oh, this person, yep. Yeah, you look bad. Pew! He's got quite cool hair. I want to know what he was carrying. Because people with cool hair are often carrying cool things. Not really. No, I'll take the knife though. And let's start heading back up here. So yeah, anyway, where was I? I was talking about Mission Mojave and how the list of changes isn't really documented anywhere. Which, how do I get around here? Can I get around here? I can get up here. That's great. I think there's a location here, the hidden cave. I want to go in here. Yeah. With a hollowed out rock containing just duct tape. I will get back to talking about Mission Mojave in a second, I promise. In fact, I can do it while I pick this lock. So yeah, the list of changes isn't listed anywhere, and at the time I thought, meh, no biggie. I'll just go with it anyway. But it's been recently pointed out to me that actually one very significant change that it does include is that it actually significantly buffs the items blood sausage and thin red paste. Now, as you can see, that's healing hit points plus 7 over 30 seconds, and this one up here is hit points plus 15 over 20 seconds. Now, while I had Mission Mojave installed, they were actually much, much higher, like 3 times as high. And furthermore, it also restores your food as well, your hunger. Now, that's Grognak the Barbarian, that's what I want, that's what I'm here for. Let's loot this as well. Oh, a Power Fist. Funky. Oh, and I'm going to take this radiation suit as well, because, well, the thing is, this is actually a quest item in a later quest, and I don't know whether taking this is going to break that quest, but it's not an essential quest anyway, so let's take it just for the heck of it. And let's be on our way. When I was playing Dead Money, I actually relied on the potency of the thin red paste and the blood sausage quite a lot. And so now it's got me thinking that, you know, maybe I kind of cheated a bit. I don't know, it just doesn't feel very... I don't feel like I've done an honest playthrough of Dead Money. That's the guy I'm aiming for over there. Anyway, it's too late to do anything about it now. But yeah, I couldn't go on with the Mission Mojave mod knowing what I know now. So yeah, as I say, we're now using a different mod for providing all of our bug fixing needs. Hello, Brotherhood Scout.
Don't take another step if you value your life. For what purpose do you approach me?
Elder McNamara sent me as his representative. He asks if the bears are still hunting.
Strange that the Elder should send an outsider, but I suppose he has his reasons. My observations have mostly focused on the small town to the south of here. It was cruelly attacked, its inhabitants slain nearly to the last. That such an act could occur so far west is nearly unthinkable. The NCR has forces in all directions, and an outpost scant miles west from here. That they have not responded to this violence shows either an unwillingness or inability to properly defend their borders, which is telling. I've collected such musings in this report. Please take it to the Elder.
It sounds like he's pretty much on the button there with his observations. So let's just quickly read that Grognak, which raises our melee weapons by 4. And there's another place I want to go to, which is... Now, I forget whether it's... Which direction is it in? I want to go to the Prospector's Den, which is a fairly funky little location, and also contains some loot that's worth having. I suspect it's over this way. Yeah, let's go over there. Who's going to try and be in our way? Some sort of dog. Here you go, Pooch. As you may know, if you've watched the first episode in this playthrough, I'm more of a cat person, really. More dogs? This gun is not very accurate. Are they even dogs? I think I might have been shooting at scenery. Yeah. Well, that has... Coyote Den.
For the Brotherhood.
Poor little doglets, little puppies. Sorry, little puppies. What do you carry? Hides and meat. Okay. Let's have them. And what does she have? More of the same. And her head's now over here. Here you go, Veronica. Woof. Veronica is not amused. Oh, there's a bright follower here. Yeah, let's take their stuff. Right, so... I think, actually, the Prospector's Den is more northerly. Is there a little gap that goes through here? Those red marks look like they might be where I want to be. Oh, I'm seeing a marker. Yeah, there's a hollow triangle there, so that might be where I'm heading for. Let's go over the top. There's a red mark not too far away, just over this crest. Probably going to be another raider of some sort. Yeah, there's the camp. What have I got? Let's have some fun. Let's try...
Grenade!
How far can I throw that? Oh, nowhere near far enough. That was pretty pathetic. Got their attention and not much else. This MF Hyperbreeder Alpha does have certain potential for fun. Okay, let's take things worth having. And from you, Jackal Gang member. Right, the Prospector's Den. There's going to be more bads inside here, if memory serves. There they are. And one more. Ooh. Even that chunky armour is no match for my zesty little energy weapon. It's quite heavy though. Going to leave it here. And oh, there's some dead prospectors here. They were in the wrong place at the wrong time. Dog meat. Slave scarf tattered. Interesting. I'm seeing some more bodies as well. These guys have probably got good loot on them. All this stuff for repairing and selling. Lots of fun to be had. Right, and one more here. Right, let's head inside the door. More bads in here, I think. Here they come. Oh! Gotta be careful not to hit Veronica. Look at them all stacked up. Very nice. Right, this is the leader. The leader wasn't really much of a match. All these 10mm, and I'll probably forget to do anything with them. Right, so this place is clear, so let's loot in the traditional fashion, which is basically taking pretty much everything, and then crying when I'm over encumbered. and complaining. Why didn't somebody do something to prevent this horrible, horrible state of affairs? Another dead Prospector. These guys carry a lot of stuff. Footlocker with nothing good. There's tumblers today. That's the main attraction. It's these skill books I'm really enjoying stocking up on. Right, so most of these footlockers probably have just a bunch of junk in them. So let's just have a quick... Oh, an armor case locked to average. What do we think? Some crummy metal armor? Seems likely, doesn't it? Oh, not even that good. Oh dear, that's not even worth taking. One last room at the front. Here's the bar. There's a star cap, shining bright. And some regular cap as well. An empty box, a jukebox. Now this little place, now that I've tidied it out of all of its nasty guys, it will actually, in a few in-game days, it will actually it'll become populated by some friendly people, which is quite nice. So, you know, you can come back at a later date if you want to check out all that. Yeah, I've looted all you guys. So that's kind of this little sec... Did I loot you? I'm not sure if I even noticed you. No, I didn't notice you first time around. Right, inventory's very full. I'm seeing some more red marks. Do they know I'm here? No, they don't. Can we fast travel? I hope so. So the next place I'm going to do is go and meet up with this scout. So let's fast travel to Camp Forlorn Hope. And the fact that my inventory is full at this point isn't too much of an issue, because I don't think there's anything to loot in this area that I don't have already. I think I am going to wait for daytime, because I know that as viewers of YouTube videos, watching me walk around at night probably isn't your idea of fun. There we go. Can't see those red marks anymore. Gone and forgotten. Let's put my gun away so no one feels I'm threatening them. And I believe we need to exit out this side. Ooh. Hidden. You know what? But my inventory's full. You dodged a bullet today, NCR trooper. You look very tough. I'm not sure I could one-hit kill you. Maybe I could. No, I'm not sure. Alright, so just up on this crest, I think we'll find the final Brotherhood scout. Yeah, I see your head poking up. Ooh, nice laser rifle. Hey.
Approach slowly, stranger. If you have no business with me, then go.
Elder McNamara sent me for your report. He asks if the bears are still hunting.
Then I am sworn to report. I've been dividing my time between the camps to the north and south of here. One belongs to the NCR, the other to a band of slavers known as Caesar's Legion. I was sure the NCR would quickly win, but that has not happened. Instead, the two sides have reached a stalemate, and only occasionally send skirmishers against one another. If I didn't know better, I'd say neither side is confident enough to push for a full victory, which seems strange given the NCR's technological edge. In any event, I've recorded my findings in this report. Please deliver it to the Elder. I'm sure he will find the contents most interesting.
So yeah, this quest is quite useful for finding out more about the dudes. Right, I'm going to now fast travel back to Hidden Valley and hand in this stage of the quest. Right, so let's dash inside Hidden Valley. You don't have to watch me doing all the walking. Let's just go straight up to the Elder. Actually, while we're in here, the Hidden Valley bunker is rich in interesting places, so let's have a little wander round. Looks like I need to eat and drink something. One purified water. And I've got some gecko stick or something. Iguana on a stick. Yeah, why not? Right, so this is Paladin Ramos, and this is his place, and yeah, I'm not going to touch his terminal. I'll probably get in trouble. Alright, so there's a door here. We can go in here. Right, so this is evidently one of the sleeping places. Again, lots of footlockers. What's in these? Lots of microfusion cells. If I needed microfusion cells, I might be tempted to steal some of these, but hello. Who are you? Senior Scribe Schuler.
The reports say Mr. House's robots are now using tech we've never heard of. We need to send a team up there soon.
Alright. Okay, I really want this energy weapons skill book. I think I got away with that. Yeah. Stealing in a crowded room. Right, let's read that before they take it back from us. So, where else we got? Around this corner. Leads to the kind of shooting range.
May I assist you?
What?
Hello.
There's a sound of weapon. Hello, Paladin
Welcome to
Morgan.
the range. Feel free to use any open lane.
I'm allowed to use the range?
Sure. The Elder's already given the okay. Unfortunately, you'll have to use your own weapons and ammo.
Okay, see you later.
Bye.
And there's a door here as well, which I think opens access to yes, Knight
Word
Taurus.
came down from the Elder that I'm to offer you some of our lesser wares. As if I didn't have other matters on my mind.
Show me what you have for sale.
Our patrols are always bringing more stuff in. Take a look.
Oh yeah, lots of ammo for various types of gunnery. Some combat armors I can take. Oh, anything here I actually... all sorts of interesting things. A riot shotgun, if you like that sort of thing. Oh, a super sledge that's in half condition. If I buy that, then that's something I can repair and sell back very easily. For now, I'll just take that.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh dear, I'm over encumbered. Eddie, I need a bit of help. And there I was saying I wasn't going to get all over encumbered with this bit. Alright, that'll do for now. Hello.
Our instruments show some
Hello.
impressive power fluctuations
Yawn.
coming from across the river.
Not interested.
What's going on over there?
Hello. Hello. Oh, what's in here? Oh, school's in session.
Principles of fusion are relatively simple.
Go on, tell me about them then. What? Someone's shooting. Hello.
Hey, if you're planning to take Veronica with you, then you bring your second unit up to provide covering fire, like so.
Okay. Come on, act as if I'm not here. Just teach. Fine, don't then. Sounds like something's going on through here. Here? Is this where the pew-pew's coming from? What about in here? No, this is just a toilet. Well, I'm glad you have toilets. And dead ends. Come on then, let's go hand this quest in. Hello, Elder McNamara, how are you doing?
Have you had any luck finding the scouts? Or did you have something to discuss?
Yes, I did. Here are their reports.
Good. Let's take a look. If I'm reading this right, it appears that the NCR's grip on this region is nowhere near as firm as I thought. I'll have to review these in detail, but these reports have given me much to think about. Thank you, Outsider. You've become someone I can count on, so I believe I can share something rather confidential with you.
Just tell me what... go on.
The device that creates the sandstorms above, that masks our comings and goings, was only intended to be used in case of emergencies. It was never meant to be used with any regularity, and the other systems here were not designed to accommodate such usage. In particular, the air filtration system simply cannot handle the quantity of sand and grit that it's been forced to cope with these last few years. As a result, the system is failing, albeit slowly. I'm told we have a scant few months before it shuts down completely. Should that happen, it will quickly become impossible to breathe here in the bunker. Already the air quality begins to slightly worsen.
Yes, I thought I noticed a
I would like
smell.
you to find the components we need to fix this bunker's air filtration system. I cannot overstate the importance of this task. See Senior Knight Lorenzo for the details. He's the one who brought the matter to my attention, and the only other person who is aware of it.
Okay. Lorenzo. Where are you? Lorenzo. Maybe he's through here. Let's have a little look. You Lorenzo?
Our instruments show some
Don't work too
impressive
hard
power
there, Ibsen.
fluctuations coming from across the river.
Oh,
What's
it's
going
you,
on over
Veronica.
there?
Is Veronica chatting with her buddies? She can do that if she wants to. This is a veritable mine of activity. A hive, I believe, is the word that's normally used.
Oh, you must be the outsider everyone's buzzing about. Pleased to meet you. I'm Lorenzo, senior knight and general handyman around here.
The Elder wants me to retrieve components to help fix the air filtration system.
So now I'm going to have your death on my conscience too? Great.
Just give me the details.
The items I'll need to keep the system running are a differential pressure controller, a reverse pulse cleaner...
This
and
girl
several
here looks a bit
cartridge
awkward,
filters.
doesn't she?
At present, my best guess for finding the items would be to search any of the old vaults in the area. Those vaults were usually built much like these military bunkers, even using the same contractors in their constructions at times. I'll mark the vault's locations on your map. Best of luck to you.
There we go. Search the vaults in the region for a differential pressure controller, which I've got. Search the vaults in the region for a reverse pulse cleaner. Search the vaults in the region for several HEPA cartridge filters,
You're
which
being
I've
watched,
got.
So don't get any ideas.
Okay, that's a bit needlessly aggressive, wasn't it? Right, where's Lorenzo gone? Is he over here? No, you're just Brotherhood of Steel Knight. You're a knight. Scribe. Did he go out here? Or do I need to... Let's have a look at the quest markers. I think maybe... Is he all the way over there? He moves quickly, doesn't he?
Our instruments show some impressive power fluctuations coming from across the river. What's going on over there?
Oh, that's Scribe Ibsen. Oh, yes, of course. I forgot about that, because in this quest there's still another optional path to go down if I want to oust McNamara and replace him with Hardin. But I'm going to leave McNamara in place. Right, so yeah, I need to go and get the reverse pulse cleaner. Now, the thing is, which I shall talk to you as I'm heading back up to the surface, Pow pow. Pow pow. Is, so some of these items I've already got. So the HEPA cartridge filters, I think I picked them up in Vault 22 back in episode 20-something. And the differential pressure controller I picked up in Vault 11 back in episode 50-something. So really, I've only got one of these left to get. And for that I need to go to Vault 3. Now the interesting thing is that I've got another quest here, Abba Dabba Honeymoon, which is also going to take me to Vault 3 eventually. So, in the interest of killing multiple birds with one stone, which is something that you probably know by now that I quite like doing, let's take a little detour and do Abba Dabba Honeymoon instead. So, for this quest, I need to go to Cottonwood Cove. Now there's somewhere else I want to go while I'm in this vicinity, which I think is sort of somewhere around here-ish. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to fast travel to the coyote mines, look out for coyotes, and go up there, and then back down to Cottonwood Cove, which will happen in the next episode, because it's about time. See you next time.